edition of the
Wake Up Olympus
show. We're your hosts, Mrs. Lyman Jr. Please enjoy our show. We'll be interviewing
many Greek gods and goddesses. On today's edition, you will learn very many interesting facts that will help you succeed in life.
We are going to get right up in there and find out the information that you never knew.
And that you might use later on in life.
Because what do you know? It's Greek gods. Well, please enjoy our show. Good morning, and welcome to Wake Up Olympus. I'm your host, Mrs. Lyman Jr. Please welcome our first guest. You know him, you love him, some of you give birth to his kids. Please welcome our first guest, Zeus.
I'm Zeus, the god of everything.
Hello, Zeus.
Hello.
How are you today?
I'm quite well, thanks.
That's good. Why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Well, as I already said, I'm the god of everything. I live in Olympus. It's very homey. It's got a lot of clouds. It's got a lot of people that each have their own very special talents.
And I make lightning bolts.
And that is why I'm so popular. And when people see a thunderbolt, they think of me because I'm so mighty and powerful.
Okay. Is there anything else you'd like to tell us?
I am married to Hera, and I like her very much, and that's about it.
Okay, well, we're on to our next guest. Thank you, Zeus.
You're welcome. Thank you for your time.
No problem. We'll be right back after these messages.
Dove
Instant Beard Sparkles by Aphrodite. This program was brought to you by Demeter's Fake Leaves.
Please welcome our next guest, Hera.
Hello.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm very good. How are you?
I'm fabulous.
Would you like to share a couple bits of information to our audience today?
Yeah. Well, as some of you may know, I am Hera, the wife and older sister of Zeus, the god of all gods, which makes me the queen of gods, which is why I'm wearing a crown. And a lot of people say that peacocks remind them of me because I am so proud.
Oh, makes total sense.
Yeah.
Anything else?
Yeah. I get really jealous of all of Zeus's affairs because he's had a lot of women that he dates
I understand.
other than me.
I understand.
And actually, the other day, he dated Alcmena, and they had a son named Heracles. So I got a little jealous, and I sent some snakes after him.
Oh, well, we gotta put him in line.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for talking with us today.
No
and
problem. Well, thanks.
Have a wonderful rest of the evening.
You too.
Bye-bye.
Okay, bye. Welcome back. For those of you who have just tuned in, I'm Mrs. Lyman Jr., and we're about to be joined by the son of Zeus and Hera, Hephaestus, the god of all metal workers. Please welcome him. Welcome, Hephaestus.
Hello.
How are you today?
I'm real good. I'm the god of metal and craftsmanship.
Lovely. So, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Well, you see, my father is Zeus, which you already met him. He's quite a character, I tell you. I am the god of metal. And I have created 3 golden workers to help me in my workshop. They're pretty cool. Their names are Sprinkle, Dinkle, and Winkle. And then I have a beautiful wife named Aphrodite.
Really?
She's smoking.
Woo! Why don't you tell us about some of the tools you brought with you?
See, I brought this hammer. You see it? It snacks things. It's pretty cool. It pretty much, you cannot build anything without this hammer. It's like my best friend. This is called a dingle hopper.
Wow.
It's pretty dang cool. It can be used as an umbrella if it's raining, and it can be used to hold your chin when you're tired.
Wow.
I made it. It just used a little bit of metal and craftsmanship.
Well, it's just lovely. Is there anything else you'd like to tell us?
If I do believe no.
Okay. Well, why don't we have a word with your wife, Aphrodite?
All right,
Thank you very much.
I'll go get her.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Please welcome our next guest, the goddess of love and beauty, Aphrodite.
Hello.
Hello, Aphrodite.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm just wonderful.
Okay, well, why don't you tell our audience a little bit about yourself?
Well, I am Aphrodite, the goddess of love and beauty, and I help people with their love life and dating problems. This I brought with me is a dove. It looks like a swan, but I guarantee you it's a dove. It represents me because it is graceful and beautiful.
Lovely. Well, do you have any married life?
Yes, I am married to Hephaestus, the god of metal and craftsmanship.
Wonderful. Well, we'll be right back with our next guest.
Thank you for having me.
Well, thanks for coming.
And we're back. I'm Mrs. Lyman Jr., and for our next guest is Poseidon, the god of horses and sea. Please welcome Poseidon.
Hello.
Hello. How are you today?
Swimmingly well.
Oh, that was a good one.
I know.
What have you brought with you?
Actually, I brought with me my trident.
Trident.
It can be a trident or a triton, actually,
Really?
but it usually goes by trident. It's a three-pronged spear item, and when I get miffed, I hit the ground with it, and I make hurricanes occur throughout the earth and Olympus when I get miffed and angry, and yes.
I see.
Yes.
That's funny.
What?
You're just funny. Anyway, would you mind telling us a little bit about yourself?
Well, actually, yes. I'm the god of sea and horses.
Really?
Yes, really.
What? Anything else you'd like to share? Like
Married life?
Actually, yes. I married the most beautiful.
It's okay.
I am.
Keep going.
Excuse me. I married the most beautiful water nymph, and I chose her as my wife. And her name was Nadim. I don't really remember because she wasn't very important. But one of my brothers and or sisters told me that they told me that if my wife had a son, then it would kill me. So I decided to dump her, and I chose the second most beautiful water nymph as my wife. And we are happily ever after married.
I see. Well, thank you very much for sharing a few bits of information about your life with
No problem.
me and my audience. Well, that is all we have for today. Please join us next time at Wake Up Olympus. Bye.